If your determination is fixed, I do not counsel you to despair. Few things are impossible to diligence and skill. Great works are performed not by strength, but by perseverance. Samuel Johnson. My friends, each and every day you get a chance to show that perseverance by spending 10 to 15 minutes tracking your favorite stocks, ETFs, practice trading, doing the things we talk about here each and every day. Let's jump into these charts. It is a down day for everything except gold, which cranked up about 0.25%. Now, the S&P 500 is about flat for the day. It's down 0.07%. You can see here on the Heikin-Ashi candlesticks how things are moving down after peaking when? Well, that was Thursday afternoon, down on Friday, a little further down on Monday, but again, not much. Overall, these are Heikin-Ashi candlesticks, so they're not the same as the regular ones. I do want to encourage you to learn what Heikin-Ashi candlesticks are about. We've got two great trainings on that. Just look up Heikin, H-E-I-K-E-N dash Ashi, A-S-H-I, Ashi. And if you'll put that in and Charting Wealth, you'll find our trainings online. They are popular. You'll get a lot out of them. I've got a different training I'm putting at the end of today's video. I'd otherwise put that in, but I put it in lately. So you know what? I'll add it as a second one at the end of today's video. That'll work well. Now, what do we see going on here on the 2-day? We see a green spinning top. And look at the volume. We hit average after it's been cranking down for many weeks. We finally moved up to it, or it moved down to us. And of course, it's red volume doesn't mean selling volume necessarily. It only means that we opened lower than the prior candle closed. That's all that means. Green means you open higher than the prior candle. So you can see something's happening here. We've got a doji almost, a green spinning top, lots of indecision, still above the weekly trend line on both the half-day and the 2-day, but something is happening. Pay close attention as we continue to move into this week. Could just be digesting all these gains, getting ready to crank up more, or could be topping out. We shall watch. Look at the NASDAQ. Same kind of thing with even more energy in the volume. You can see it's been down for 2 days also after topping out last week. Now still, we're well above the weekly trend line on the 2-day and the weekly, and decently on the half-day, although we're moving toward it. So pay attention as this week continues to move along. There could be some good news on the international front, the national front, all sorts of things to drive the market higher. But right now, we do have some bells going off. Not super alarm bells, but some things that are making us pay attention. Market's been very good to us. As it has moved up, you saw we almost got right there at average volume last week. First time in many, many weeks since what? The week beginning the 23rd of March, as things were moving to the furthest point down as of late. So we will continue to pay attention. Bonds cranking, look at that. We can actually update. I like to update my trend lines with the latest trend line, which is what we've just done now. And you can see how things are well below the trend line on the 2-day and the half-day and the weekly. And again, this reflects, this big long candle starting the week off, reflects where things ended last week with that big down move on Friday morning, followed by a little more on Friday afternoon, only down 0.12%. But again, these are Heikin-Ashi candlesticks. They are reflecting the average pace of this down movement, and things are moving down. So again, we've been in this short position. We've been talking about it a while. And you might say, Tom, I don't know how to trade options because I haven't taken your options course yet, which you can get for free at any time by becoming a Patreon member at any of the 3 levels. Check out our Patreon page at Charting Wealth. You'll see a link in the show notes. TBF is a way you can do it without having to buy puts. You can take a look at TBF. This is a single short And in fact, this is what I'm going to put at the end of today's video today. I'm going to put the training on Heikin Ashi candlesticks, and I'm going to put the information on inverse funds. Yet again, it's been a while since you've taken either one of those trainings. Please take your time, pay attention to those. But as we look at what's happening with TBF, you can see how it's been cranking up the last 4 weeks, the complete opposite of what's been going on with TLT. Why? Because TBF is an inverse fund. It is the short of the 20-year U.S. government bonds. It's not the same number. You can tell that shares on TBF are significantly less. Let me put that back in, TBF. The ProShares Short 20-year plus Treasury Fund, only in the $20. They are set up to move at the same opposite percentage. So if TLT is down for the day, 0.12%, TBF is up for the day, 0.12%. It's set up that way. So again, just another little option for you, gives you something to do. If you can track things when they're going down, you might as well use that knowledge. There are problems with it. These funds cost more because they require, as you can guess, a lot more management. They revalue on a daily basis. They can magnify your losses. But if you know what the hell you're doing and you've practiced it, it can be worth your time and energy. Now, let's look at where we are on gold, and let's reconnect here. Let's stretch this out a little bit so we can see it a little better. Okay, as we look at what gold is up to, you can see that, again, gold is showing us, because of what happened on Friday, even though it's up for the day technically, 0.27%, our Heikin Ashi candlesticks are still reflecting, again, the average pace of the down movement. And you can see we had a spinning top, almost a doji last week, a spinning top the week before, and then this week starting off down. As far as the Heikin Ashi candlesticks go, we have this potential floor here, and we will keep an eye on gold and see if it's going to do what it's done before. Hit this and bounce off, move back toward it right now, and we'll see what it does. If it penetrates this line, then the gloves might be off for further down movements on gold. It may bounce off and move up. It may be starting to bounce now, so we'll keep our eye on gold. Right now, we don't have position in gold because we don't know what the hell it's doing. Let's look at HODL. Now, after several weeks, 6 to be exact, where we had green candles, boom, you can see what happened on Friday as it started pushing through the weekly trend line on both the half-day and the 2-day. And you can see what happened today as we had a total penetration heading down 2.86%. And we have a down candle after all this up move. Takes a lot of energy to flip over. Again, setting us up for the potential of more and more of a pullback on Bitcoin after trying its best to, continue that rally. It has weakened significantly, and as the week develops, it may take us into yet another down move on Bitcoin. Who knows? May go back to where things had leveled out before, somewhere around that $18 mark. May actually change as the week moves on. We'll let this set up as the week starts. One day doesn't necessarily change everything. That is where we are, my friends. Always love to hear from you. cw@chartingwealth.com. I'm going to put that Heikin Ashi training and the inverse fund training at the end of today's video. If you like what we do, consider becoming a Patreon member. At least go to chartingwealth.com, sign up for free, and each and every day you'll get an email from us with this training, what we call our daily review, or our market pulse daily is what we call that. And then once a week, at the end of the week, you will get our Market Compass Weekly. And at the most, you get 5 emails a week. That list is never spammed, never shared. And we appreciate you. God bless. All the best from the whole team at Charting Wealth.